Do not?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
To cover the game.
Yeah, I think it's be low scoring, like 23-16, something like that.
Would you take the under in the game?
The under total is what, 40-something?
I think it's 47.5. Let's double check it. I think it's 40. It might be a little more than less than that. The over/under in the game is 45. 23.
Yeah, I guess I would if it's 23. But that's one of those root for 3-and-outs and field goals, which is not easy.
Yes, indeed. Well done, Stevie. We'll see you later. Here's Peter in Houston, and he says hello, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Pete, your turn. How are you today, pal? What do you have for me?
Hi, Chris. I'm not sure if you covered this game already. That Saints-Panthers great one yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it. Go ahead. Shoot.
I'm a big Cam Newton fan, and he does a lot of good work. You see him giving the touchdown balls to kids. He seems like a good guy. But the thing that bothers me is that game ended on an intentional grounding call that was at best borderline.
Yeah, I thought that was a rough call. I think you could have. I mean, it was debatable, but I thought the way he scrambles, you'd give Newton the benefit of the doubt there, and they did not. So I agree with you. Now the game didn't end. They had another play after that, but it would have been third and whatever it may have been. No, it would have been. I think it would have been 3rd and 13. I think that's what it would have been. But I was surprised. I'm with you, 100%, Pete.
Yeah,
100%.
it was not only that, but the thing is, there's no way on this earth the refs would have made that same call against Tom Brady. And that's one of those things, the consistency thing really bothers me as a fan.
Well, I mean, listen, they did call Brady for a safety in the Super Bowl against the Giants in 2011 when he threw the ball away from his own end zone. And everybody, I thought that was just a good play, threw it away, and they gave the Giants a safety. So they can call that against Brady, believe it or not. Mike in Long Island, New York, Mad Dog Unleashed. Hello, Michael. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Good, Chris. How are you doing?
All right, Michael. Nice to talk. What's going on?
All right. So, listen, real quick, 45 seconds because I want to hear your response. 2 bets that I made over the weekend. I took the under. You pegged it on that Jaguars game. The under, 2,500 to win 2,350.
That was a great bet. That was an easy one. Yep.
The easy one I thought also was the Saints, the first half minus the 4, which I thought was a gift as well.
Why did you think that? Now, that would have been a little tricky. Why did you think that?
I just thought that they were going to jump on them early, and they did, and they made it very interesting at the end. I'm glad I didn't have the full game because obviously they didn't cover. One of the things I wanted to ask you, and you talk about it, and I'm not so sure this call would have gotten through with your screener, but I wanted to ask you this. When is the federal government going to lift this ban on the gambling? I am so sick and tired of betting offshore already. Let's get the 800-pound gorilla out of the room. Everybody does it. If 95% of the people didn't have money on this game, nobody'd be watching, including myself. I have no interest in watching any game, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a degenerate. I have no interest in watching any game that I don't have any money on. None whatsoever.
Well, I think
I'm going to say this to you. Most of the people that call your show are probably in the same boat as I am. When are they going to lift the ban on this thing and let people gamble at racinos, at casinos, wherever this is going to take place? Because Vegas has had a death grip on this for way too long. I want to hang up. I want to listen.
I think that's a political question. I don't know how to answer it. I don't disagree with the idea that everybody does it. And if they say they don't, they're lying to you. They do their pools. They do the Super Bowl boxes. I mean, they do something along the lines. It does help you concentrate a little more when you do that, but you also want to love the game, though, too. I think if you get to the point where you can't watch a sporting event unless you have money on it, I think that's the point where you got some trouble. Because you can't get to that point. So, I'm not watching this game or that game because I have. When you're at that point, that's when it's gone too far. Now, it sounds like Mike's at that point. I'm not. Thank God. I think it helps you concentrate more when there's something on the line. And there are certain games where you wouldn't be interested in unless you did bet. I'd be the first to admit. But you'd watch the game tonight whether you had money on it or not, would you not? This championship game. Peter in New Jersey, Mad Dog Unleashed. Hello, Pete. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Chris, very funny before with the broadcast. Just wanted to comment on what Al Michaels, I think, was referencing to is the NFL replay is just brutal. Hockey, it goes directly to, some centralized location. Get the referee out of making the call. Why does the referee have to go to the booth, do all that, it kills the game. It's a simple solution. Can you tell me if it's different than that? Or?
It's a fair point. I mean, you waste a lot of time. You take the time out, and then he runs to look at it. He's getting help with the call. The officiating in all the sports, baseball included, the NBA in the last couple minutes going to that scorer's table has gotten way, way, way out of hand. Way out of hand. And it's in all sports. It's not just baseball. How about baseball? All the dopey replay they do with that. First inning on whether he's out at first base. It goes on. It's way too much. There's no question. Ronnie's in West Virginia, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Ron, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good, Doc. How are you?
Fine, Ronnie. Thank you. What's on your mind today? What do you have?
I was calling. I heard you talking about the jigsaw puzzle. Actually, I had 2 points, but one real quick on the puzzle. I heard you talking about that, and I used to be really big into doing puzzles, and I'm a big Steelers fan, and I got one about 2 Christmases ago up at Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium of one of the big games, and I was putting it together, and my wife, she decided she wants to move it somewhere else. I had it halfway together. She moved it one of my pieces. So now I just can't get it finished, and it turned me off of it. Haven't done it in about a year.
Well, what did she do? She moved a puzzle that was halfway done, and what happened, Ronnie?
I had it sitting on the table where I always work my puzzles, and she decided she wants to clean that table up and do something with it. So she takes my puzzle, and I keep it on newspaper. I like to glue them together when I'm done. She picks it up and carries it down to the basement. Well, when she does that, she loses a piece, and she swears she didn't. Stuff didn't lose it. But I can't find the piece.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy. That last piece with the puzzle that you can't find, that would drive me crazy. 100% agree.
I was quite upset about it. Yeah, but then anyway, I said I'm a big Steelers fan, and this weekend with the Steelers, I agree with you on the Jacksonville. I don't think it's going to be too close just because of the way Jacksonville beat us last time, early in the year, Week 5. But I think that the Steelers are going to come out blitzing Blake Bortles and try to stop the run in the backfield, but get the Blake Bortles and rattle them real early.
I do think that they will make Bortles beat them. That's an easy game plan to follow. See if Bortles can beat you in a big game. Buffalo tried to do that, and they were, for the most part, very fortunate and very successful. He had just a couple of drives. So that is the way to go with Jacksonville. And you would think, if I can figure it out, you could think Mike Tomlin can. 19 in front of the hour here on Mad Dog Unleashed.
Mad Dog Unleashed.